We have a Simul that's coming up in 45 minutes. I was going to do some game reviews before then, but if anyone wants to challenge me to a game in 45 plus 45-second increment, you'll be first in line when we actually start. So yeah, the time control for today's Simul is 45 minutes plus 45 seconds, and please feel free to send me challenges. The first people who send challenges are going to probably be, are basically going to be the people who get to join the Simul first. So that means like a lot less waiting and that kind of stuff. So if anyone wants to send 45 minutes plus 45-second increment on chess.com, my username is Ted Belanoff, and if anyone wants to send challenges, it's starting at 8:45, so 45 minutes from now. I was going to go over some games first, but I was just going to see kind of as the simul challenges come in. But feel free, definitely send some challenges. 45 minutes plus 45 seconds. All right, Sam Sejuani is first in line. Nice, cool. All right, you're the first one, Sam Sejuani. You're not going to have to wait. You're not going to have to wait at all, which is great. Thanks for sending the challenge, Sam Sejuani. Thank you very much for joining the Simul and being interested today. And it just so happens that you are the first person whose game analysis it is today. So you're playing black in this game today. Hey, good morning. Good morning, Sam Sejuani. Thanks for joining. So basically you're playing black in this game. You play e5 against e4, knight c6 against knight f3, and your opponent plays the Ruy Lopez. Okay, cool. All right, let's think about this for a second. So Ruy Lopez, so we have a bunch of different lines. I wanted to go through and learn the opening lines just so we know what they're called. A6, Morphy defense. D6, Steinitz defense or Old Steinitz defense. F5, Janisch gambit. Bishop to c5 is the classical defense. I'd like the classical defense, to be honest. G6, Fianchetto defense. Knight ge7, Cosio defense. Knight to d4, Bird's defense. Basically all of these. Hey, welcome, Valor Knight. We're doing a Simul starting in 43 minutes or so. Sam Sejuani is first in line, but if you guys want to send 45-minute plus 45-second increments, definitely feel free. 45-minute plus 45-second increment for today's Simul. The last Tuesday Simul, we had 27. We'll see how many there are today, but yeah, 45-minute plus 45-second increment. That's the time control for today's Simul. So we're just looking over Sam Sejuani's game. We were gonna look over Ruy Lopez. This is Ruy Lopez with basically from a game that Sam Sejuani played, and we're starting in 42 minutes. Valor Knight. 42 minutes. So knight to f6. Bishop to b5. Knight to f6, Berlin defense, right? Exactly. In this game, Berlin defense is what was played. So Berlin defense, bishop or knight to c3, and here I guess I would play bishop to c5. I think that's probably the best thing to play. Bishop to c5, 4 knights game, Spanish variation, classical variation, basically good threats from the bishop on c5 into f2 with the e4 pawn can't block that diagonal anymore. And it's kind of up to white how to play this. So in this situation, this bishop, you can basically get the pawn, right? So bishop takes c6, d takes c6, knight takes e5, and then queen to d4 should be the move basically here. Or bishop takes f2, king takes f2, queen to d4. Just looking at a line from the Ruy Lopez, basically here, I guess what I would say is, those are kind of uncommon lines, the ones where actually white ends up taking the e4 pawn immediately. H3 is kind of interesting. I'm not a huge fan of these kind of h3 type moves. I end up, the Berlin is Carlsen's favorite. It ends up being a strong, it's a strong general response. I like the Archangel variation, a6, b5, and bishop to c5. I play the Archangel variation. I play a6, b5, and bishop to c5 after the bishop goes to b3. Archangel is the one that I play, Valor Knight. So I guess technically that's Morphy, right? Let's see what they call it actually if you run it on chess.com. Bishop to b5, a6. I'm not actually sure what they call it. Bishop to a4. b5, bishop to b5, bishop to c5. They call it the Karo-Graz variation. I've always seen this referred to as the Arkhangelsk variation, but yeah, bishop to c5. I like this line. I actually follow up with an early queen to f6 a lot of the time, but I play the Morphy this stems out of the Morphy defense, but Morphy variation, knight ge7, and you get aggressive attacks on the king side. In blitz especially, this can be really a dangerous thing to do because you can get h6, b5, b4, and aggressive threats on f2. That ends up being really helpful, Valor Knight. But yeah, really good question. So yeah, I play Morphy defense transitioning into the Arkhangelsk variation with b5, bishop to b3, and bishop to c5. I like that. There are good and bad things about it, but I like it, especially in speed chess games. It can really be a very powerful attack by black on the king side. Is the main line good? Yeah, I mean the main line is the main line. So, the main line ends up being basically a good opportunity to, basically it's equal, right? I mean, most main lines are equal. The Ruy Lopez is another one that's relatively equal. You definitely won't go wrong playing the main line. So, it's up to you. But yeah, main line works. But I play this line. This is the line that I play, just so we know. Okay, going on this, knight to f6, knight c3, bishop c5, and then here, basically, white opts for h3. I'm not a huge fan of h3. H3 allows basically black to use h3 as a hook later. Assuming that white's going to castle kingside, which he almost always does in this situation, you can play g5 and g4 and end up attacking the hook on h3 with g4. That ends up providing a good opportunity to break open the king side. And if you break open the king side as black, you're really in good shape. So h3, not a big fan of that move. The main line is castles immediately, or d3. D3 I would probably play as white. The king isn't stuck in the middle. I guess what I would say is, the king tends to castle king side here. And also d6, b6, these are all fine. This is all fine, kind of standard opening play. White's best move is knight takes e5. Here, queen to e7 I think is better than d6. Isn't the king stuck in the middle after g5? Yes, frequently. Yeah, good question. So yeah, isn't the king stuck in the middle after g5? Yeah, I mean, basically, you're kind of playing a very double-edged attack. Your king safety as black is somewhat compromised. You end up being able to play moves like king to d7 and dealing with that threat. But yeah, king to d7, keeping you can keep your king in the middle. But the thing about it is you can attack aggressively enough, Valor Knight, that usually the attack is focused on the black or on the white king side. As opposed to on your king, which is stuck in the middle. But really good question, Valor Knight. Yeah, you don't tend to castle as much with h6 and g5. You keep the king in the middle and attack your opponent aggressively on the king side. And, you're hoping that the king side attack works. It either does one of two things. It either works and you win very quickly, or it trades off. And if it trades off, you trade off the queen, you trade off a bunch of pieces. In that variation, it's fine that your king's in the middle because white doesn't have any resources to attack you with. Hey, welcome, Lauren. Thank you very much for joining the stream. Thanks for being here. So yeah, it's simplified. That's why that castling in the middle is, or that's why keeping your king in the middle isn't terrible. You can basically play h6, g5, and if you have your queen on f6, you're attacking really hard on the king side. And if you can basically either win out of that attack or simplify it enough, it's actually okay that your king stays in the middle there. That's what's interesting about that line. And yeah. Just so everyone knows, we have this game in 45 minutes plus 45-second increment starting in about 35 minutes. Sam Sejuani is first in line, but if anyone else wants to send 45-minute plus 45-second increment challenges here, we'll see what happens. But yeah, if anyone would like to send 45-minute plus 45-second increment, and we're doing a simul. Welcome, Lauren. Thanks very much for joining the stream. Thanks for being here. Yeah, no problem. I still need to reach out to you about that modding, but I'm sure you can. I'm totally cool with you modding. So yeah, we'll talk about that at some point after the stream. But yeah, thanks for volunteering for that, Lauren, for sure. And thanks, Splicin, very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining. 45-minute plus 45-second increment on the is the simul for today. Let's see how we do. The last Simul had 51, but again, that one was bigger and announced ahead of time. Yeah, of course. Yeah, thanks, Lord. So yeah, basically here we're looking at Sam Sejuani's game. D6, queen to e7 was slightly better than d6, but all of this is fairly straightforward Ruy Lopez theory. E5 is a mistake. So rook to e8 basically wins the e5 pawn. So here's your opportunity as black. You basically win this pawn on e5 with pawn takes e5 and pressure on e5. The king has to decide what to do, but yeah, basically here, you know, pawn takes e5, knight takes e5, queen to d4 is a move, but also rook to e8 is a move. The engine's looking at queen to d4, forking the knight and the kingside castling. If knight to d3 here, rook to e8, and white's in a very uncomfortable position. So rook e8, f4, knight to d7, putting pressure on the e4 knight is a good idea. But yeah, basically this position sort of falls apart very quickly for white, so it's a quick win for black. Anyways, if anyone else wants to send challenges, thank you very much, Fireplank, for sending the challenge. You're number 2. And if anyone else wants to send challenges, 45 minutes plus 45 seconds, please feel free to challenge. I'll get to them in the order that they got sent in, and that's actually pretty helpful because some of the people at the end, because of the way that chess.com switches between games and simuls, they end up basically making the people who are at the end wait a lot more. So yeah, if you send a game now, I'll get to you in the order that it came in, and you'll have to wait less. So 45 minutes plus 45 seconds. Sam Sejuani is in and Fireplank is in. Thank you guys both very much for joining. Yeah, so quick win for Sam Sejuani. Another one, a good demonstration of what happens when the knight works too hard. Yeah, of course, Lord. D6, bishop to D3, knight bishop to B6, and E5. Basically, these threats, yeah, the chess.com link, yeah, feel free. My username is Ted Belanoff. Challenge to 45 minute plus 45 seconds. Yeah, cool. So yeah, Adi is in. Adi is number 3, and yeah, however many. I'm really curious to see how many we get, but 45 minute plus 45 seconds. That will be good, and yeah, thank you all very much for joining. If you send them early, you have to wait less. And Emmett is number 4. Thanks for joining, Emmett. But yeah, I just wanted to focus on Sam Sejuani's game. Basically, everything's going fine. This isn't kind of an open Ruy Lopez situation where this, where this e-pawn is threatenable by the knight on f6 and the rook on e8. And basically, the threats on e4 are going to be powerful for black. But with e5, that pawn basically gets hung. D takes e5, knight takes e5 is a very rough continuation for black. The rook can play to e8, threatening this knight and king, and basically here, black is won from this point. So this game ends pretty quickly. We can look a little bit about this Ruy Lopez theory, but d6 and then bishop to b6 and then this e5 error gives black very good chances. Yeah. I mean, either is fine, to be completely honest. If the knight takes, then rook to e8, and black's in a lot of trouble, or white's in a lot of trouble here. And if white just castles or something, then you just hold on to the pawn. Like, you can play rook to e8 anyways, and then you're just up a centralized pawn. You have a much better position. You can basically play moves like e4, you can play moves like knight to d5, bishop to b7, c5, but a lot of threats for black, and basically rook to e8 holding onto this pawn is going to be a powerful situation for black. Black has basically complete center control in this situation, and that's really helpful in an open game. So yeah, we're up to 4 players here for the Simul, yeah, Simul starting in half an hour, 4 people so far, 45 minutes plus 45 second Simul. If anyone wants to challenge, and yeah, basically, this is a really good demonstration of a game, Sam Sejuani. I think basically, your opponent overpressed this, and you had a great opportunity to kind of succeed. So e5, pawn takes e5, knight takes e5, rook to e8. Yeah, there's black's up by 4.5 pawns here. It's going to be extremely difficult for black to hold on to this the defense here, and yeah, you get great chances. So anyways, Sam Sejuani, it's a really interesting game, a good demonstration of how white shouldn't overpress in the Ruy Lopez. Combinations of the open file from the rook to e8 on king e1, and then the knight taking on e5, which opens that file. This basically was a really rough combination for black. So after black took on c6, he took with the b pawn to get an open b file. Yeah, I mean that too. I guess I would say that most of the play here focused on the rook from e8 onto king to e1. But yeah, let's go back to just that move right there. Here, I guess I would say, b takes c6 is considered to be an objectively better move. They're both fine, to be honest, Sam Sejuani. Yeah, b takes. Yeah, Met, it's 45 minutes plus 45 seconds. We're up to 6 people, which is great. I see you in there, Met. Yeah, thanks, Super Tick and Met. Thank you both very much for joining. We're up to 6 people so far, with about half an hour to go till the simul starts. And yeah, I'm just gonna take I'm gonna start the games as close as I can to the order in which they got sent, providing we don't have another crazy crash where I go 0-50. That was actually really funny on Saturday. Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks, Met. There you go. Met, 45 minutes plus 45 seconds. That's 6 games going on so far. And yeah, we'll see how many we can get. There's a really crazy crash. Basically, it was right when I was starting the simul on Saturday, and I went 0-50, and my rating went down by 300 points. It was actually hilarious. And thanks, Joseph Florio. You're number 7. Thanks, everybody. 45 minutes plus 45 seconds, and yeah. But yeah, the attacking game, both D takes and B takes are both good, Met. And yeah, I guess I would say here that basically yeah, I guess the main thing in these games is just to basically be ready to attack and ready to capitalize on premature takes by the knight on e5. I think are the biggest things. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, bishop to b5 and bishop to a6, but again, in this particular game, this basically opportunity was really good for you, Sam Sejuani. Your opponent basically let you attack aggressively in the center, and that ended up being a big a big opportunity. Hey, yeah, it's Richard. Just challenged to a 45-minute plus 45 second on chess.com. Yeah, you can join the simul. You'd be the 8th person about half an hour. So yeah, feel free to join. We're up to 7 so far, and if anyone else wants to send more challenges, feel free. Okay, so let's go to Subin Warriors game. Subin Warriors is playing black here. Let's take a look. This is the Marshall variation of the French defense, and let's look. So basically, Marshall variation of the French defense, d5, and then c5. So this is the Marshall variation. So again, in the way that we kind of want to, the way that we look over these opening lines, just so we learn all the names, because I don't know them and it's really helpful for me. This is the winnower variation, bishop to b4, I knew that one. Knight to f6, classical variation of the French. D takes e4, this is the Rubinstein variation, okay. Knight to c6. Knight to c6 is kind of a weird one. I don't know why knight would play to c6, because that sort of blocks in the really important c pawn, but okay. Knight to c6, bishop to e7, also not named, and yeah, these are interesting. But c5 is the Marshall variation, just so we know. Yeah, bishop to b5, Tarrasch, it's the winnower variation. Cool. All right, thanks, Richard. Thanks for the challenge. 8 games so far. Thanks for joining. And yeah, anyone else? We have 25 minutes to go with 8 people in. If anyone else wants to send 45 minutes plus 45-second challenges, yeah, feel free to join. 45-minute plus 45-second, that's what we've got here. Isn't f5 bad because he can push? Yeah, f5 is basically, f5 is, yeah, there's a simul, VJ. If you want to challenge me, chess, basically, 45 minutes plus 45 seconds, yeah, just challenge me on chess.com. We have 8 people so far. The last one we had 27 on Tuesday. But yeah, thanks very much, VJ. Cool. All right, we're at 8. Knight to c3, c5 is the Marshall variation. Pawn takes, bishop to b5. And then here, basically, I think that black's fine. I think this early exchange for white, is not particularly good. I think this is mostly drawish. But yeah, this interesting. I didn't remember that this was the Marshall variation. That I know the gold coin game, that classic one, but I didn't know about that. That this was the opening in that gold coin game. The gold coin game is crazy. It involves like rook to g3, queen to g3. These crazy like coordinated attack of like big pieces on the third rank for black. It's a really interesting situation. So let's just look at this. Dang. So bishop to b5. Pawn takes. Bishop to b5. Bishop to d7. Okay, this all makes sense. Queen to a5. Knight to c3. Bishop takes. Queen to e2. And yeah, I think queen to e2 is kind of an error. Queen takes d5. This pawn is hanging, so you basically have a good opportunity to win a pawn as white here. So queen to e2, I think, with the slow response to d5. Here you just play knight to e7, developed. I don't know. I guess I wouldn't say I solved every puzzle, but I've definitely gone through Puzzle Battle enough times to know a lot of them. But good question, Lauren, for sure. Knight to e7 facing off against d5. This seems like a good opportunity for black. Bishop to b4 I don't think is as good as knight to c6. I think the engine's just sort of recommending that you ignore this threat. If you just develop, basically black has the opportunity to play knight to c6 here quickly. Knight to c6, and if knight takes on d5 here, which is what you would be worried about, you can just play bishop takes f2, and this is good for you as black. So that discovered threat, you don't really need to respond to this threat from bishop to d2, because any knight move that you make, you have a good response to. So it's one of those situations where you just have to kind of look at things tactically, like not get too afraid of this, of this discovered threat on the queen. But with knight takes d5, you can just play bishop takes f2. So for that reason, knight to c6 is better than bishop to b4. Bishop to b4 is kind of an unnecessary tempo. Here, a3 can be played, and I guess a3 you can ignore too. You can just play knight to c6. But yeah, bishop to b4 you don't need to play again. Black needs to develop quickly, so knight to c6 is a superior move to bishop to b4 here. That's what I'm saying. Anyways, yeah, we're up to 7 or 8 in this simul. So if anyone wants to send 45-minute plus 45 seconds to the game, yeah, feel free to send challenge. Queen to e2, knight takes, bishop takes. Yeah, this is a good line for black. I'm starting in 20 minutes, VJ. The game starts at 8:45 a.m. A3, bishop takes c3. Here again, you can just ignore it. So basically, I would say, looking at this game so far, I think you have, you want to be moving your knight to c6 and developing more quickly. A3, you can again still play c6. You can play knight to c6 here too. You can play d4. But basically, this a3 pawn facing off against this bishop to b4, you can play knight to c6, and then if the pawn takes, play queen takes a1. So this isn't actually much of a threat. So I think that this, this movement on the queen side, I think you can just ignore this bishop to d2 threat. I think you're paying too much attention to this bishop to d2 threat. If you play knight to c6 instead, you've got a solid position. Okay, bishop to b4, a3, bishop takes, pawn takes, knight to c6. Black's better here. Yeah. Knight to f3, queen to c7, knight to d4, knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes c2. Okay, good continuation for black. Yeah, I think this is this is fine. Winning this pawn is good. The engine's actually suggesting that you like castle here and then play like knight to f5 before you play queen takes c2. But yeah, why did he take with the pawn? Good question. Bishop takes as opposed to bishop takes. Yeah, no good reason. This is a blunder for black. So we'll go through at the very end and look over this, but I think that this queenside attack was a bit mishandled. Queen to b5 is really powerful for white here. Queen to b5 and black doesn't have a good response, and this queen's going to take on b7. So yeah, honestly, a lot of kind of tactical imperfection in this game, but honestly, like at the end of this game, I guess what I wanted to say is, this game's decided relatively early. The thing that I want to look at more than looking at tactics, the situation is basically I just end up looking at what people's, I end up just kind of looking at people's, the engine line, and I don't think I can add that much value. I want to look at this situation, in the early middle game and really be focused on this. So c5, Marshall variation, cool. Marshall variation of the French, totally fine. and bishop to b7, bishop d7, bishop takes. All of this sort of makes sense. White gets white shows a big eval lead, but again, like that's not that important at this point, and I don't really trust the eval at this point in this opening. Okay, bishop to d2. So now there's a series of moves that I think you can improve on as black here, basically. I think you can play bishop to b4. Okay, so bishop to b4 is what's played, but I think there's a number of moves here that you can improve on. So bishop to b4 was what was played, but I think that the move here for black is knight to c6. Just continued development here. We're out of theory by a little bit, but what I would say is that really just calculate these out tactically. Be good with tactics. This is one of the big points of this stream. No, what's that, VJ? No, I'm interested. Send me the link, or send the link. Put the link in the chat. But I'm curious about that, VJ. I don't know what that is, but I'm interested in knowing what that is. So, yeah. So basically here, bishop to d2, knight to c6. I think this ends up being a pretty good opportunity for black. But basically knight to c6 here, and then you don't really have to worry about any of the threats, because at any point you can always play bishop takes f2. Cool, yeah, interesting, BJ. Let me see. It looks like an HTTP website. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Interesting. Yeah, I'll check it out. HTTP. Cool. Anyways, knight to c6. Cool. We're at 7 games here. Knight to c6. You can ignore the threat from bishop to d2. Oh, interesting, VJ. Yeah, most of my sites are protected by Cloudflare. But cool. Is that your site, VJ? Knight to c6, ignoring this threat on bishop to d2. So I think the next 3 moves are an opportunity to play as black. So knight to c6, I think is better than knight to c6 is better than bishop to b4. And yeah, basically with knight to c6 here, you get free development. Bishop to b4 moves the same piece twice. It's kind of anti-fundamental. Knight to c6, I think, is a knight to c6 is kind of a different way to play this as black. But anyways, I just wanted to go back to this 45-minute plus 45-second simul. We're at 7 games. It's more. I think people have better chances to win if there's more games. But yeah, if anyone wants to take a look, or if anyone wants to join the simul, it starts in about 15 minutes. Yeah, username is Ted Belanoff, so chess.com username. Cool. Yeah, so we're up to 7. But yeah, in terms of improving this game, Subin, what I would say is knight to e7, bishop to d2, and then the error here is in the way that you respond to bishop to d2. This thread is not tactically playable because you're going to have bishop takes f2. If something happens and then there ends up being a tactical opportunity that makes bishop takes f2 not work against any of the knight moves, then you're going to have to either move your queen or move your bishop. In my life, yes. I know Levy a little bit. Levy is from the New York City area, so I've actually played him over the board a couple times. He's a very strong player, good player. Bishop to d2, bishop to b4. Again, we're sort of doing different things, though. My goal here is really not to become like a streamer. My goal is basically to make it so that chess lessons are completely free to everyone, regardless of financial circumstance. I don't really care that much about becoming like, the chess personality streamer, whatever. That doesn't bother me all that, or that doesn't mean that much to me. My goal is really to make sure that the business model for chess lessons changes. That's what I care about. That's the main point. That's the reason why this stream exists. I don't make any money off of this. I have no interest in making any money off of this. So, Levy and I are in different. We have different objectives basically. Levy's doing chess personality streaming for money. I'm doing, I'm basically doing, I'm trying to basically do what is a project that I think is going to move the world forward. Basically making it so that chess lessons cost 0. Chess lessons can easily cost 0. Chess lesson, paying money for a chess lesson is not something that has to happen. So, don't. just don't pay. Basically just stick with free streams. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one who has a free stream. GM Neeksons is a very strong player who gives free lessons periodically on chess.com. I think that's the future. Once the chess lessons market is based around a price point of 0, that's I think something that's going to be more helpful. So that's my goal. Levy and I are playing different games here, is my point. Not to say that there's anything wrong with Levy's game either. I think that he gives a lot of free instructional material as well, and I think that's great. But we're not. I guess I wouldn't say we're really competitors. We're looking at different spaces. Anyways, 8 players so far. Thanks for joining. Call me Coach. Thank you very much for joining the stream. We're up to 8 players so far. 8 players with about 15 minutes to go. And also, people can join late. It's not a big deal to me. The people who join late will have to wait longer. But again, whatever. I would prefer if everyone joined ahead of time so we knew how many. All right, cool. We're up to 10. Thank you very much for the challenge, Ashton. Thank you very much for the challenge, Richard. The 0-50 glitch Simul was pretty brutal on Saturday. I hope that doesn't happen. I'm not sure my rating can take it, among other things. I lost about 200 points, I think, just like in a second when all of my games defaulted. That was actually pretty funny. But yeah, we're up to 10 games. The Simul will start in 13 minutes. A3, bishop takes, pawn takes, and black's up. So I think basically this set of moves. So bishop takes c3, and bishop. So in order. Knight to e7 was fine. The move improvement here is knight to c6, bishop to b4. This leaves white up by about a pawn. Bishop takes. So these two moves, bishop to b4 and bishop takes, neither of these really needed to happen. You can avoid knight to c6. You can play knight to c6 and just ignore the threat. Bishop to b4 is not necessary. You're moving the piece twice in the opening. And then bishop to take c3 is not necessary either. You can still play knight to c6. And then the pawn can't take on b4 and queen takes e1. So this is what I'm saying. Subin, is these moves, basically the overestimating of the value of the threats on your queen side. You can spend a lot more time doing normal development and ignoring these threats. And I think that was a good way to improve in this game. Bishop takes c3, pawn takes c3 worked out fine for you, but bishop takes c3, bishop takes c3, and white's got a lead of about 3 pawns. Thanks very much for sending the game, Subin. I hope that analysis is somewhat helpful. And thanks very much for sending that. Really interesting. But I think my advice there is, really look at these threats tactically. It's really easy to play bishop takes c3, but you don't have to because this pawn was pinned. There's not really a reason that you need to play bishop takes c3 here. You can just play knight to c6 and ignore the threat from a3. On pawn takes b4, you can play queen takes a1. Hey, welcome, Alexandre, and welcome everyone. Let's take a look. VJ, the books that I would recommend. I like Ideas Behind the Chess Openings by Fine. That's a really good book just for reading. You don't need a board in front of you. You can just kind of read it like a book and understand the, just basically understand the improvements that you can make there. What I would say is, Valor Knight, please send it to me on the Discord. Here's the link to the Discord. I'm just going to send it now. But if you guys want to send a link on the Discord, here it is. Just send the game in the Discord in the game submission section, and we should be able to add we'll be able to add that to the schedule as soon as possible. I think there's about a week wait. But yeah, please send Valor Knight the game on the game submission Discord. Feel free to send it. So it's in the Old English notation. Honestly, you can ignore much of the notation on that, Jack Mac. I think what I would say is, just, play the game. You'll get a more complete understanding if you play the games out, but you can literally just read the text and get a very good understanding very efficiently of what's going on in each of the openings. There's also a lot of pages. So this is Ideas Behind the Chess Openings by Fine. And then basically, I like Chess Structures by Rios. Chess Structures by Rios is great. It explains pawn structures, and basically, So yeah, I guess I would say, Jack, you can basically get that. You can basically read the game without playing out the puzzles. I like Carlson. Carlson is great. Carlson is the first kind of new generation world champion. Carlson basically, is the first one where you basically were playing off of engine analysis and engine training the entire time. I think that's a big step forward for chess. I think basically, the invention of good computer training is something that's been a big development in the last 20 years of chess. And Carlson's the first person who really grew up with it, who really fully incorporates chess analysis into basically drew chess analysis drew computer analysis into his chess games at the world champion level. That I think is really cool. So every every world championship GM from now on is going to have computers heavily influencing his game. So it's kind of cool that we get to see that. We're up to 12 players so far with about 10 minutes to go. Carlson's idol is that's actually really funny. I like that a lot. But yeah, that is really cool, VJ. But Carlson is the top level new generation GM. One of my best games. Sure, I can take a look at those. Let's see how many players we're up to. We have about 8 minutes to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 or 14 challenges. If anyone also wants to challenge, a challenge 45 minutes plus 45 seconds, and you have about 7 minutes left to get in. At the time when it starts. But thanks everyone for being here. Thanks everyone for playing in the Simul, and we're up to about 13 players or so. So please feel free to send challenges. We're gonna start at we're gonna start in about 8 minutes. Feel free to send challenges 45 minutes plus 45 seconds. Let me just here's the link for the Discord too. If anyone wants to send games, if anyone wants if anyone wants to send challenges to the to the Discord, feel free. We do need to sort of get some mods on. Jen's been busy, so she's not doing her normal modship work. Feel free to send games to the game submission section of the Discord. Why didn't I become a full-time chess player? Because I am a full-time developer. I have a full business. In addition to this, chess is not, in my mind, like chess isn't really a great way to make money. Among other things, chess lessons are going to cost $0 before too long. So chess, chess is a a fun thing to do for fun. But in terms of being a professional chess player, I just don't think it's a very efficient use of time. You don't really add much that way. I use React. React is a good framework. React's pretty solid. React is a good framework for developing websites and apps. Yeah, React is easy. I like React. Why is it not PHP? PHP is a pretty rough language, old web development language. I guess I would say PHP is kind of clumsy. JavaScript and React is a very user-friendly way to do things. I think that's a better way to play. Anyways, I would definitely say React is a good framework. Python is a good language. JavaScript is a good language. There's a lot of different ways that you can play. React.js, a chess website for CodeJam, cool. Awesome. Yeah, all of that stuff is good stuff. I think all of that development is really cool. It's funny. I'm actually just studying for my CEH exam. I'm trying to look at things from the cybersecurity type of thing, or cybersecurity side. Really developing. Thank you very much, Aphelion. I appreciate it. Good work. Thanks, Aphelion. And Lauren, we'll get you a mod ship soon as well. We right now, how many players do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And if anyone wants to send any challenges, we have 5 minutes till this starts. Yeah, Sec Plus is good too. Yeah, Sec Plus is cool. CEH is interesting, but yeah, CEH I'm studying. Hopefully I'm gonna take a few minutes, or basically gonna take a few more days to get on that. Yeah, no worries, Aphelion. Thanks for the help. It should be set up better, to be honest. Aphelion is Aphelion. That's very helpful. Ideally, Jen's on the stream. But Jen is actually taking her LSAT today. So D4, D5, Knight F3, C5. TK sent in a lot of games. Pawn takes C5, Knight to C6, and basically White's better here. We have about 5 minutes till the challenge starts. Here's the basically I think Jen is sleeping maybe. I don't know what her thing is. She wanted to take the LSAT in her dad's apartment, but yeah, she'll be back soon. Yeah, so she's taking it today. We'll see what happens. Here basically 5 minutes to go till the simul starts. We'll see what happens. Honestly, 12 players, that's plenty. A3, A5. So this is the Kraus variation. So knight to C3, C5, Kraus variation. Pawn takes C5, Knight C6, A3. Okay, so in terms of looking at this game, A3 I think is not the main line. A3 is fine, but A5 is not considered to be that accurate. This is basically similar to the Queen's Gambit accepted. I think you can play things like Queen to A5 here. Queen to A5 is the move that I would play. Queen to A5 just wins back this C5 pawn. B4, and then his knight takes, I guess knight takes B4 is unplayable. No, it doesn't really matter. Honestly, we have 12 games going, 13 games. So 45 minutes plus 45 seconds. It's random colors. It's not any specifics. So yeah, feel free to send the links or the challenges over. We can do it once we start too. But basically, it's 45 minutes plus 45 seconds here. Thanks, Raymond. Thanks for the challenge. Yeah, we have plenty. We'll see how many we get once we start, and feel free to keep sending challenges in. 3 minutes till the simul starts, and then we can take late challenges too. Curious to see how many we get. But yeah, simul's starting in 3 minutes. Hey, welcome, Pravilo. 45 minutes plus 45 seconds. Knight to C6, A3. And I think G6 is probably the best move here. In the opening book, A5 is played the most. But this is one of the situations, we've looked at this before in this Kraus variation. Kraus variation, by the way, is determined by this knight to F3, C5, just so we know this. Yeah, it's up to you. I don't really care. My rating's not that important to me on chess.com. But yeah, feel free to rate it or unrate it. It doesn't matter. As long as the time control's right, I'm going to accept your challenge. So it's up to you. Doesn't matter to me. But yeah, 45 minutes plus 45 seconds. Welcome, Pravila. Welcome, Galvor. We have probably 15 or 16 now. We can take late challenges too. I don't really, the only thing is if you send one late, you're going to have to wait longer. But this Kraus variation, knight C5, knight C6. And I guess what I would say in terms of looking at this game, the white has a solid advantage by this point. So A5, I think, is in a situation in which the most common book line, there's only 7 lines here, but the most common book line is not a very strong one for white. So I guess what I would say here is A5 is not that strong. Instead, G6, E5 could be interesting for white here. I'm kind of curious about E5. E5, is a good way of challenging the center for black. And yeah, hey, thank you very much for the follow, King Sonic. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining. But yeah, D5, E5, and basically black, black playing in the center here. Knight to C6, E5, D5. Black seizes full control of the center here. A5 just isn't that helpful. You can see A5 is the main line in the opening book, but I would recommend switching to E5 out of this game, TK. So thanks for sending the game. Thanks for sending all the games. We're kind of working our way through them. But E5 basically ends up with a big center for black, and yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Lord Flows. Definitely, definitely stick with that. Cool. Welcome, Raymond. Yeah, glad you can finally join us. Wow, we got a lot of challenges here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I think there was one or two others. We're just going to start this off. We got 16 or 17. We'll see how many we finish with. But yeah, feel free to challenge. If anyone else is interested in joining 45-minute plus 45-second simul, I'm going to get started. Thanks, Raymond. So yeah, Sam Sejuani, you're number one. Sam Sejuani was the first challenge that came in. Good luck, everyone. Thank you all very much for joining. And yeah, this is a lot of fun. This is great. Good luck to everyone. Thank you all very much for joining. Thank you all very much for being here. And if anyone else wants to join, you can still could join in. Yeah, no problem, Willem. Honestly, thanks just for participating. Thanks everyone for being here. I'm gonna start them all off, so it'll be a minute before I can get to my third move. But yeah, good luck, everyone. Send challenges. I think you can even send more than one if you want. If you really want, just to make things more challenging for me, I think you can send more than one. Hamzo, please resend your challenges 45-minute plus 45 seconds. Good luck, everyone. Dia, it's up to you. But if anyone wants to join late, if anyone wants to join, it's 45 minutes plus 45 seconds. Yeah, no problem, King. Yeah, honestly, I'm just here to play. So 45-minute plus 45 seconds. We're doing this, and yeah, thanks all for being here. Thanks all for sending your games in for the stream, and ready to go. Cool. Good luck, Adia. All right, Emmett, number 4. Here you go. Good luck to everyone. Emmett is up. All right, Emmett. Here you go, Emmett. All right, 5, and yeah, here I'm just gonna say, so this is Emmett. We'll play the Italian game, or we'll play at least the Italian game, or Rui Lopez, I guess. Good question. Valor Knight. Yeah, I mean, the goal here, big picture is basically just to make chess lessons completely free for everyone. Chess lessons can be completely free for everyone. There's no reason that, chess lessons need to have a price. It's very easy to do this. This is not the only thing that I do. I'm taking a bunch of classes and I have my own business. Like, this is not, chess lessons are not hard to give. It's actually very easy to give chess lessons. This is sort of self-contained project, and yeah, I guess the main goal here is just to make sure that everyone has access to free chess lessons. I think that the world is going to shift towards free chess lessons for everyone. I think it's not going to be too long before that happens, and yeah, basically the reason this stream exists is to make sure that chess lessons are free and available to everyone who wants them. 45 minutes plus 45 seconds if you want to get in on the simul. Yeah, it's still plenty of games left to be started, still plenty of room to join. Thank you all very much for joining today. But yeah, feel free, challenge me to 45-minute plus 45-second increment if you guys want to play. I'm just starting the games off now. And yeah, thanks everyone for being here. Good luck, Willem. But yeah, feel free to send Valor Knight. Yeah, feel free to send. All right, here's Aphelion. Good luck, Aphelion. Thanks for being here. Yeah, it's gonna be just take a minute before I can get to the third move for everybody, but yeah, we'll be circling back soon. Here is Aphelion's game, and if anyone still wants to get in, challenge me to yeah, ACM versus AGM too. Good luck, Aphelion. But yeah, 45-minute plus 45-second increment if anyone wants to challenge and still get in. Still plenty of spaces. I was expecting 30 maybe. We got like 20. That's fine. But feel free to send. Send challenges 45-minute plus 45 seconds. Here you go. All right. Good luck, Pravila. Yeah, Aphelion is a master as well. Yeah, so if anyone else wants, we've got a minute to talk about this just since we're starting. If anyone else wants to get a FIDE title, here's the system of getting FIDE titles that I think it's basically kind of a secret, like people don't know about it. But if you want to become a FIDE master, there's opportunities besides becoming, the classic over-the-board FIDE master. There's the FIDE arena. And since this stream started, I got my Arena Grandmaster FIDE title, and Aphelion got his FIDE Arena Candidate Master title. And if you guys want to become a master according to FIDE, you can get that title. You join the FIDE Chess Arena, and it's basically a title where you can get where you can basically get a FIDE title. In the old days, FIDE titles, required like a lot of requirements, basically a lot of over-the-board play. But now you can just get your FIDE title, FIDE Master title, Arena title, and basically end up in a situation where you have a FIDE title. Aphelion got his ACM, I got my AGM, and if anyone else is interested in getting a FIDE title, you can join the FIDE Chess Arena, get your FIDE title from here. So if anyone's interested, just feel free to get it. Just it's 25 euros per year. 25 euros per year, absolutely. Honestly, I wish it was 0. I don't like that it costs money either. But it is 25 euros. So if anyone is interested in getting a FIDE Master title, that is probably the easiest route to do it, I think. So if anyone's interested, feel free to go on that, and yeah. All right, cool. Good luck, King Cobra. Thanks for joining. 15-second chess 950 with 50 people. That sounds challenging. All right, good luck, Pravilo. Thank you for joining. So here's Pravilo's game. Galvor's game is next. Thank you very much for joining, Galvor. Hey, I think Aphelion's the only other FIDE titled player on the chat, so I trust Aphelion's judgment. Aphelion is a titled FIDE player. There's no other titled FIDE players here, so Aphelion I have to give extra attention to in his game as a FIDE titled player. Valor Knight is an X-titled player. I don't know. I don't know what to say on that because it's supposed to be there for life. All right, Richard. Good luck. Thanks for joining the stream. All right, Richard's game is here. Good luck, Richard. VJ's next. Thank you very much for joining the stream, VJ. And yeah, if anyone else wants to send challenges, 45 minutes plus 45 seconds is the time control. If you want to play an AGM/USCF Life Master in a Simul, here's your opportunity. But thanks for joining. VJ, and thanks very much. Super Tick. All right, you're the last game to get to. If anyone else wants to send any challenges in, all right, Dan. Thanks very much for joining. Thanks very much for sending the challenge. I'll get to you next. Super Tick. Good luck. And here is Dan's game. Good luck, Dan. Cool. How many did we start off with? Everyone started now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, good luck to everyone. If anyone else wants to send in any more games, if they want to join, send game in 45 plus 45. All right, cool. Robin Hood, thank you very much for joining. Good luck. Robin Hood is number 19 here. And if anyone else wants to send, feel free. 19 games going on. FIDE is generally a little bit higher. USCF is generally a little bit higher. Subin Warriors, good luck. 45 minutes plus 45 seconds. Good luck, Subin. All right, and we're up to 20. And if anyone else wants to send any in, feel free. 45 minute plus 45 seconds. 20 is fine. I'm not upset with 20. But if anyone else wants to send in more. The crash on Saturday was pretty funny. I don't know what to think about that. I just thought it was funny, to be honest. Honestly, these projects are more technically complicated than they look. But yeah, that was funny. I would say 0-50 in the first sample. Can I move my game to the upper left? Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's see. Let's figure out how to do that. I should know how to do that, right? Done. I'm not sure that's much better. That's sort of oh, interesting. Yeah, that slowed it down a lot. Huh. Cool. Yeah, no, I like it better in the bottom right. Thanks, Dan. Thanks very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, so the upper left is not as good as the bottom right. I think the bottom right is fine, to be honest. Yeah, no, I hear you. That was a try, but bottom right is better. Cool. Yeah, bottom right I like better. That makes a lot more sense, actually. Interesting. Didn't know you could do that live on the stream. A little bit laggy, but anyways, it worked. Cool. Yeah, thanks. Bottom right is better. I like bottom right is better. What's my most favorite opening as white? I guess I would say Italian game is probably the best. Yeah, it was an idea. So bishop to c4, knight to c3, bishop to f5. We got a lot of interesting games here. I was playing a lot of e4 here. I think bottom right is the better idea. Yeah, bishop to e6. Okay, castles. d6. I'm seeing a lot of e4. I played e4 and e5 more than I did on the weekend to Simul. But yeah, if anyone else wants to play here, feel free. 45 minutes plus 45 seconds. There's 20 going on right now. If anyone else wants to get in, I'm happy to start. But there's 20 right now. 20's fine. Don't get me wrong. 20 is plenty. But yeah, if anyone else wants to join, 45-minute plus 45-second increment on the Simul. And yeah, 45-minute plus 45-second. These will be some interesting games. And yeah, feel free also if anyone else is interested in playing Simuls, or if anyone else is interested in getting free lessons from Simul games, you can keep sending it. Yeah, let me see. This is the Discord. If anyone wants to send their game in on the Discord, you can send it to the game submission section of the Discord. That should be a pretty good way to get your game on the stream pretty quickly. But yeah, there's your Discord link. And if you guys want to send, feel free to send. Send game submission section. I feel like maybe I should just play the Traxler just to play the Felion line of the Traxler. It's a good idea. c4, knight takes c3, d3, bishop takes, pawn takes, bishop to h4. All right, these are interesting. Again, I seem to have really messed up this against this g4. Interesting. Yeah, I think Joseph Florio might have done this against me the last time too. All right, whatever. That's pretty funny. Okay, Joseph Florio is gonna have a good position in this game. I can feel it. Castles. Bishop to e6, I think. e6. I like e6. Joseph Florio's line is dangerous. I need to memorize that one better, I think. Try bishop to b3 here. Okay. But we have like more than 20 games going at once, which is great. If anyone else wants to send game in 45 plus 45 seconds, feel free. And yeah, this looks like a pretty serious problem, actually. Let's look at this. d5, knight to e7, knight g3, main line. And here I don't know exactly what to do. Bishop to c4, bishop to g5. Yeah, that sounds like the Trumpowski Lord Flows. No Trumpowski this time. Here, I guess I'll just trade off. Okay. A lot of interesting games. Joseph Florio has the best strategy so far, which is to play a really aggressive opening that I don't know super well. That is the correct simul strategy. Strong idea. Lots of games going on. I guess I'm shooting for 16 of 20 probably. I don't know how to do this. I guess I don't know. Bishop to b5 maybe. Whatever. Joseph Florio's strategy is too solid. That's the correct way to play a simul. Okay, d3, knight c3, d6, bishop to b3, knight takes, bishop g5. All right, now we're actually going. Okay, lots of games. Queen to a5, that was interesting. Basically wanting to retake with the queen. That makes sense. I'm gonna go with the free development though. Knight takes. It's going well. Yeah, thanks everyone for being here. No, this is great. No, I think this is going well. A lot of good games already. A lot of interesting strategies, and yeah, thanks everyone very much for being here. There's only one or two that I'm really worried about. If anyone else wants to play, if anyone else wants to challenge, feel free. So feel free to late join. How about making up a lesson on the opening trap? Joseph Florio's got the best opening trap against me. He's done that twice in a row in these simuls, and I didn't get it right the last time either. I think we may need to look over Joseph Florio's game just because I don't know the theory for it. So I can learn it. We can look at it live on the stream. Just because he's gotten me with it twice in these simuls, and believe me, it's a great strategy. But I think I need to learn that. So we'll probably take a look at that on the stream. But yeah, thanks Joseph for sure. It'll be some good theory to look at. I wanna take a look at. I'll incorporate that into some lesson. But yeah, great idea. McLeod opening. Yeah, if there's no compensation for material loss, yep. Good luck. I don't know. The time is. I went a little bit conservative today on time relative to the last time. The last time we did a Tuesday simul, it was a game in 30 plus 30 second. That was pretty close. I think game in 45 plus 45 is going to be a lot more room to breathe. So yeah, this is interesting. We've got at least 20 games going on right now. And yeah, if anyone else wants to join, feel free to join. But yeah, go ahead. So yeah, knight to d2 probably. The time advantages are real. Hard to catch up. Queen takes f3. Okay, now we're moving. We got a lot of games in play. A lot of e4 play today too. Interesting. The last simul was like really heavy on d4. This one seems to be a lot of king pawn openings. Joseph Florio looking solid. Joseph Florio's got the best position so far. This one too looks pretty good. Fire Planks game. Fireplank's got some dangerous things going on with his knight on g5. This looks dangerous. Knight on g5, maybe h6. Knight to g6, I guess, is probably the best defense. h4, knight to d5. Yeah, I think taking your time is good. I think honestly, like playing like really aggressive, playing really aggressive openings that have book theory, that's probably the most dangerous thing for me. Hey, welcome Unconquered. Yeah, feel free to late join. If you challenge me to game in 45 plus 45 second, we can still definitely get you into the Simul. And yeah, feel free to send a challenge if you'd like. How many challenges? Still no live challenges, but yeah. If you'd like to play in the Simul, feel free. Game in 45 plus 45 second increment. We've got over 20, but yeah, feel free to join. Yeah, no, good luck Unconquered. Yeah, 45 minute plus 45 second. Good luck. All right, Fireplank is attacking already. That is dangerous. I don't know exactly what to do on this one. Fireplank's game is pretty interesting. Maybe knight to, I don't know. Knight to f4 though is kind of questionable. e5, maybe. Yeah, these queenside attacks. This is actually pretty dangerous. All right, I'm gonna play queen to e7. I don't know if that's right, but I'm gonna play it. All right, good game, Alexandre. Thank you very much for playing. Thanks. Yeah, if you want to send another one, Alexandre, you can rematch. I'm still looking for challenges, so if you want to play again, Alexandre, just challenge me to another game in 45 plus 45 if you want. Feel free. Game in 45. Hey, thank you very much for the subscription, Jack Mac. Thanks very much for joining. Game in 45 plus 45. If you want to play again, Alexandre, since I'm still looking for challenges, you can get another game in. Feel free. Well, thanks, Jack. Honestly, I'm just doing these for free, but thanks for being here, Jack. Appreciate it. Well, I don't know if there's much to bribe me with, to be honest, but yeah, thanks for the subscription, and thank you very much for being here and supporting the stream. It's always appreciated. Yeah, of course. Yeah, if you want to take a look, please send the game, Ahmet, to the Discord under the game submission section, just so I have the same. Just so we know, the Discord, you get the NM title by becoming over 2200 USCF. But yeah, I know you're on the Discord already, but for anyone who doesn't already have access to the Discord, feel free to just join the Discord and play. Basically send your game to the game submission section. But yeah, that's the question. VJ. Feel free to send. Feel free to send your game on the game submission section. Yeah, thanks very much. It's over 2200 USCF. But I do want to show off just for a second the FIDE titles. If you want to become a titled master, this is your easiest route to become a titled master. I think by a pretty wide margin. If you want to become a master, to be able to legitimately say you are a chess master, this is your option. FIDE titles, if you want to become a chess master, this is the world governing body of chess saying that you are a master, saying that you do have a FIDE title. So if you want to become a master, this is your easiest route. It costs 25 euros a year, unfortunately, but a lot of people don't know that this exists. this is the best way to become a FIDE master, a chess master, or to be able to legitimately say that you are a chess master based off of the world governing chess body. This is the best way to do it. Costs 25 euros a year, plus I think 5 euros for the lowest title, up to 50 euros for the highest title. AGM costs 50 euros. But yeah, you're right, it's not used in chess.com, VJ. But if you want to become a FIDE master, and if people are asking you like, are you a chess master, and the answer is no, right? You can fix that. That is something that you can actually change. You can become a FIDE master as determined by the world governing body. Like, if you get one of these titles, you can always say, yes, I am a master, right? So yeah, this basically, this arena title, this, is an ability to become a chess master. So, I don't know how long it's going to be around for, but yeah, basically, this is the way to become a master, a chess master, in what I think is probably the easiest route. So yeah, if you want to play, if you want to become a master, this is a way to do it, and this is the route that I'd recommend. Anyways, just wanted to take a second to that, just to make sure that everyone's aware of the fact that they can become masters now. That's how to do it. The most easiest way to do it, I think. But yeah, cool. Thanks, Unconquered Foe. Thanks very much for joining. And yeah, good luck, Unconquered. Thanks for joining the Simul. Here you go, Unconquered. Up to you. All right, and if anyone else wants to join, feel free. Game in 45 minutes plus 45-second increments, and I am taking any challenges that come in. Also, Alexandra, if you want to play again, feel free. Feel free to challenge. But yeah, you can say you're a master, right? Is the most important thing. I don't know. In my mind, that's something valuable. People work hard to become chess masters, and FIDE opening new routes to people is something that is a change in the game for sure. So that's just something to think about. Again, up to you. But yeah, up to you. 15 different chess platforms. Wow, that's a lot. I didn't even know there were 15 different chess platforms. All right, so here, what should I do? This is another game where I need to be very careful. Cool, yeah, Dags, thank you very much for the challenge. Good luck, Dags. Thanks for joining the Simul. If anyone else wants to join, the registration's still open. If anyone wants to join, 45 minutes, just challenge me to 45 minutes plus 45 seconds, and you'll be able to join the challenge, join the stream. Yeah, that's the score so far. 1-0. But yeah, thanks all very much for joining. These are good games, interesting games. A lot of E4 has been played so far. Very interesting stuff to see. All right, I gotta watch out for that knight on e6. That looks pretty dangerous. Super Teak got a pretty good position. Gonna have to look at Super Teak's game. Not sure exactly what I'm supposed to do there. Okay, here we go. Bishop takes. Maybe knight to d3. Maybe. All right, we've got about 23 games. It's not too bad. 23 games is plenty. That's a lot of games for a Tuesday morning. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining. If anyone else wants to get in, feel free to challenge me. Game in 45 plus 45 seconds. Registration's still definitely open. And yeah, thank you all very much for being here. Game in 45 with plus 45-second increment. You can still get in on this if you're interested. Plenty of space. So Queen to f6 in general, yeah. Queen to f6, I guess I would say, is not a sound move. But yeah, Sai, game in 45 plus 45 seconds. If you'd like, feel free to challenge me. Game in 45 plus 45 seconds. That's the time control. But yeah, you can still get in for sure. 45 minutes plus 45 second increment. Yep. So, I don't know. Maybe knight to g4 here. Or maybe d5. e5, I guess. All right, e5. I'll go with e5. And then pawn takes, and then c3 next move is coming. Okay, bishop to e6. This looks pretty dangerous. I don't know. I might have to start sacking stuff in Super Teak's game. This got a lot worse than I thought it was gonna get. Maybe queen to d6, queen to d8. Really? Yeah, this is pretty brutal, actually, Super Teak. Not gonna lie. Okay. All right. So here, maybe bishop to, or knight to e1. Yeah. So feel free, Sai, to send the game in 45 challenge. And 2018 Asna, please please resend as a game in 45 plus 45 seconds. This is interesting. Yeah, that pawn on f3 is really a problem for white, I think. All right, fine. Okay. I think knight takes e5 here. Yeah, thanks, Sai. If anyone wants to join, feel free to challenge me. Game in 45 plus 45 second increment. Joseph Florio looking pretty solid here. Okay. Kind of a tough decision on this one, too. Bishop takes e5, maybe? Or bishop takes g7? Well, thanks everyone for being here. Yeah, no, thanks everyone for joining the stream. This is yeah, this is great. We have another simul. There's another simul Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So next simul. But you can still get in on this one. If you guys want to send a 45-minute or a 45-minute plus 45-second increment simul challenge, I can still take in some more challenges here. You'll have to wait for a bit, but yeah, next simul is this Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. If you guys want to rematch, the time control is game in 90 plus 60-second increment. Yeah, look forward to seeing you guys there. So yeah, if you guys want to play in that one, that's the next simul. And yeah, appreciate you guys being here. Feel free to join the next one too. But if you guys want to play, that's the next one after this. So just keep that in mind. Next simul's coming on Saturday, and we will be ready. So cool. But this one you can still join 45-minute plus 45-second increment if you're interested. Still plenty of time, 31 minutes. Per side. So yeah, plenty of space. If anyone wants to play 45-minute plus 45-second increment in the simul, we've got more than 20 games going at once, somewhere between 20 and 25, I think. But yeah, this is great. Thanks all for joining. No, I think our game finished, Alexandre. If you challenge me, Alexandre, to another one, but our first one ended. If you want to send a new challenge, Alexandre, feel free. Game in 45 plus 45-second increment, Alexandre. Feel free to send if you want to play again. But our first one ended. Normal in general, no. Normal, I would say this is it's kind of tricky to play 20 games at once. So I'm going as fast as I can. If anything, it's gonna end up giving you a time advantage, Unconquered. So keep that in mind. The longer I take, the slower I play, the better your opportunity is to flag me. So keep that in mind. Yeah. So feel free. Game in 45 plus 45-second if you want to play again. That is brutal. I'll try to speed up. I'll go faster. But yeah, I don't know. 30 minutes. I'm not sure. It depends on how many people. All right, cool. Thanks, Habibi. Good luck. Good luck, Habibi. Thank you very much for joining the stream. Good luck. Game in 45 plus 45 seconds, and yeah, knight f3, knight f6. Thanks for joining, Habibi. Thank you very much for joining. Yeah, somewhere about 25 players now, I think. Good luck. If anyone wants to join, feel free to send game in 45 plus 45-second increment challenges. And thank you all very much for being here. This is great. Habibi, here you go. But yeah, if you guys want to, you guys can play slower if you want to. If I take longer, you guys get big time advantages. You can also always take your time. That's another thing to do. But yeah, anyways, these are very interesting games. A lot of e4 getting played is what I've noticed so far from today. But thank you all very much for being here. Okay, Raymond's got a fairly solid position. All right, Alexandre, good luck. Thanks for joining the stream. All right, e4. Okay, and if anyone else wants to challenge game in 45 minutes plus 45 seconds. These look dangerous. Let's see. I don't know what to do here exactly, to be honest. This is kind of tricky. Threat on f3. What am I supposed to do? Not sure. Queen to a4, I guess, probably. At least that messes up both players' king safeties. Okay, got about 25 games going on at once right now. Bishop to f4, queen to b3, I think. Pawn takes, sure. Ooh, castling kingside from fire plank. All right, that's interesting. Guess I'll challenge. Okay. Knight to e7. Okay. These are interesting. Yeah, my queen does seem trapped on that game. Good play on that. I think people are understanding a little bit better how to play simuls. I think people's simul strategy is improving quickly, which makes sense. I mean, honestly, there are strategies. There are good simul strategies. So yeah, good on you guys for figuring out how to play these better. It makes sense to me. Might as well. Okay. That one is interesting. If anyone else wants to get in, 45-minute plus 45 seconds. I'm still taking new challenges if anyone wants. Okay, knight takes there. Queen e2 there. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get this piece back against VJ. That's going to be tricky. Yeah, sure. If you want to send a rematch, Sam Sejuani, we can take it. Yeah, 45 minute plus 45 seconds. Yeah, fine with me. But yeah, feel free to resend if you want to. If you want a rematch, I know our game was pretty quick, Sam Sejuani. So, yeah, feel free to send another one if you'd like. I don't think I can do. I don't think I can do blitz. I don't want to mix the time controls, but yeah, I can do more than one. All right, Sam Sejuani. Good luck. This is Sam Sejuani round 2. Good luck, Sam Sejuani. Uh, 2-0. Yeah, good luck. Okay, I better speed up. All right, interesting. Pawn structure's pretty bad in that one. Okay. I really don't want to trade it down against Joseph Florio, but I think that I have to. Yeah, I don't see any way to fix that problem. Queen takes f3. Darn. That one could be a problem. All right, good game, Amet. Thank you very much for the game, Amet. Interesting. Yeah, interesting game. Yeah, tactics. But thanks very much for playing, Amet. If you'd like to send again, you can send another one, Amet, if you'd like. Feel free to send another one if you want to play. Still taking new challenges. It'll be a while. You'll have to wait for a bit. But yeah, if you want a rematch, all right. Good luck, Amet. Amet's playing his second one. Thank you very much for playing Amet, and yeah, good luck. Cool. Yeah, keep track. I'm actually really curious. I have a feeling that it's gonna the later ones take, or the ones where I lose take longer. So it's not unusual to get like really far ahead and then lose a bunch. But yeah, thanks Amet for the rematch. Good luck. Okay. Everything's going well. This one's kind of rough. Raymond's got a pretty good position. Okay. Maybe f4 here? Wanted to get a kingside attack, but I didn't really get anything there. Okay. Cool. Uh, yeah, I've got some ideas. Let's see. So yeah, if anyone else wants to keep playing game in 45 plus 45-second increment, feel free to match. Okay, got about 25 live right now, I think. Okay, here we go. All right, good luck, Dark Lakitu. Thank you very much for joining. Glad you could make it. Thanks for being here. I think like 25 or so unconquered, something about 25. Joseph Florio's up a piece. Joseph Florio's got a good position. This one also is pretty scary, actually. I'm nervous about this. This game against VJ is tough. Move knight to b8 on that one. I didn't see the poll. I am curious though. Oh right, good play. Good play. I totally missed that. I totally missed that tactic, Pravilo. Good tactic. Pravilo's tactics are really going well. Yeah, good tactic by Pravilo. I missed that one. Okay. Joseph Florio's game going well. Good tactic by Pravilo. All right, sorry to keep you waiting there, Dags. But good luck. Sorry to be so slow getting to that one. Got about 25 minutes left on all the boards, so I better speed up. Yeah, no, it's I gotta hurry up. But see, the thing is, the more people that play, the harder this is. So I definitely I think there's some good strategy here in basically playing tactically complicated games with a lot of people. Like tactically complicated book lines are super dangerous. Really tough to play against. We've got about 25 at the moment. Yeah, Simul is challenging. Not gonna lie, I'm getting a lot of good games from people too. A lot of tough games, a lot of like complicated things to think about. Good game, Emmett. Thank you very much for playing. Thanks for the game. Appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Good game, and thank you for joining the Simul. Let's see. This one is interesting. VJ's game is very complicated. Let's see. Maybe queen takes. I don't know. That one's kind of tricky. Queen to g3 there. All right. Chess is hard. Chess is difficult for sure. Okay. Raymond trades queens. Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Robin Hood. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining. It's some old random picture from chess.com. I should probably get a new picture. It's me at the Mechanics Institute. Some random which is a chess club in San Francisco. But I actually it was just some random photo that I had. A random chess photo that I had. Is the answer. So yeah, I'm thinking d4 here maybe. d4, c6, I guess. That one's complicated. Yeah, no, maybe I should take another one. Okay. Maybe rook d7 there? Not sure. Let's see, maybe bishop to east g6 or something. Yeah, I'm curious. I don't know. I haven't lost any yet, but I know that my game against Joseph Florio is not going very well. I'm definitely headed for some losses, but so far I think I haven't lost any. Okay. Maybe knight to f6 here or something. No, knight to g5. Okay, I like that better. Also, Raymond's game, I think, is going pretty well, if I remember correctly. It's something like that. Honestly, I'm not keeping very good track. I've got my own. I've got other things that are. I've got other challenges right now. But yeah, it's something. It's something like that. Valor Knight. Something along those lines. I think maybe more. I'm not sure. At least 3-0. That's what I see on the screen. Yeah, Raymond's game is looking. I mean, Raymond's game is looking good. Okay, here's the G5 move that was coming for a bunch of moves. Okay. Joseph Florio, yeah, Joseph Florio forces the queen trade, that for sure. Hey, thanks, do you have to go, Privilo, or I just wanted to take a look? Yeah, bye, Lord Flows. Thank you very much for joining. All right, here you go, Amet. Met round 2. Dark Lakitu, good luck. Still early in Dark Lakitu's game. Go with early D5. Queen threats, maybe. Rook to C8. Yep, Joseph Florio's got a... I think Joseph Florio's got... Joseph Florio might be the first win. That might be the first win coming. Whoa, cool move by Super Teak. I didn't see that one at all, Super Teak. That was actually a really cool move. That check out Super Teak had this really cool queenside castling move, which I did not see at all. That was actually awesome. I like that move. All right, good game, Pravila. Thank you very much for playing. Good game, interesting one. Thanks for being here. Good game, Pravila. No arena today, Lord Flows. Good question. Arenas every day, but I think we'll do simuls on Tuesday and then arenas every other day. That's what I was sort of thinking about. There's an arena tomorrow after the stream, but not today. So yeah, good question, Lord Flows. I think that's. I mean, I don't know. We'll see if people are interested in doing arenas after the simuls, but yeah, no, I didn't have an arena plan for today. Fireplank's got a pretty aggressive queenside attack here. Not sure. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I got to speed up. I think Sam Sejuani. I think that's what that means. Let's see. Situation is very dangerous in a lot of these games. Okay, I don't know. Interesting. Very interesting games. I don't know what my record is. Three 0. I think it's at least 4-0. There's four here. Here, look, I'll zoom out. There's at least four, but I think there might be others too. I'm not sure. Anyways, I have a bunch of losses coming, I'm sure. That game against VJ is pretty interesting. Oh, right. Yeah, good play, Dan. Good call. Is my game? No one's challenged, but yeah, I think if you've yeah, I think so. Yeah, there you go. It's I just got to speed up on these. But yeah, since it's a rematch, it's a little bit slow to get to it. It's a little bit slow to get to it, Alexandre. But I definitely see it. I'll get to it soon. Ooh, good play. Rook takes rook. Yeah, that's dangerous. Darn. Hmm. Good idea by Fireplank. Oh, I made a big error though. I think. Yeah, Fireplank's game is pretty interesting. Okay, knight to d5, d6. King Cobra with the mate in one threat. I gotta be careful about that. Rook to f7, okay. All right, Super Teaks game. That is a complicated one. I guess I've got to go there. Actually, wait. I think I've got something though. For Super Teak, I think I've got a tactic in Super Teak's game. Luckily, very lucky for me on that one. Okay, good game, Robin Hood. Thank you very much for playing. Thanks for the game, and thank you for being here for the Simul. Good game. I think all right. We can rematch. Let's rematch Robin Hood, but this is the last one, okay? I think I have to start doing other stuff. I gotta wrap this up. But yeah, thank you very much, Robin Hood. That you'll be the last one for today. Thanks for joining. Your game is still there. Yeah, your game is still there. Alexandre, I'll get to it soon. But yeah, good luck, Robin Hood. You are the last entrant for today. Thank you everyone very much for playing. Thanks all for joining. This is a lot of fun, and yeah, a lot of really great games from everybody. If anyone wants to send games, feel free to send on the Discord. Let me just send the link to the Discord. But if you guys want any reviews of your games, then feel free to just send them on yeah, no problem, Alexandre. So far, pretty good luck for me, to be honest. All right, good luck. Good luck, everyone. Queen takes d2, Dark Lakitu's game. All right, now we're starting to get into the territory where people are going to start to win. Interesting. Yeah, I'll keep playing. I'm just going to keep playing them and playing them as they come up, Sam Sejuani. I'll take a look when yours comes up next. I mean, it's possible it's glitching, Sam Sejuani, but we'll see. Let me just speed up a little bit on these. Okay. Okay, there we go, Sam Sejuani. Here's your game. Sorry to be slow on that. But yeah, if on the rematch, the rematches are slow. Basically, everyone who joins late has to wait a lot longer. That I have noticed that. That's definitely true. So there's an advantage to joining early is the main point. But yeah, no, I gotta do other stuff, unfortunately, Valor. But yeah, thank you very much for joining the game and joining the stream, and yeah, thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Yeah, no, the next Simul is Saturday. If anyone wants to rematch, feel free. Yeah, of course. Here's the Discord. Valor Knight. Let me just send you the link to the Discord. Feel free, just put the link in the game submission section, just so I have them all together, Valor Knight. But yeah, feel free to send. And yeah, it'll be on the stream, as soon as possible. Oh no, Joseph Floria's got my rook. All right, I think I can resign that game against Joseph Florio. The next time he comes by, I'll resign. I think Joseph Florio is going to be the first winner for today. Good game, Joseph Florio. Yeah, no. I good game for Joseph Florio for sure. All right, Joseph. Good game. Good playing. I'm gonna resign our game. Very good job. Good job. Good playing. I'm gonna study that game, Joseph, because that opening is brutal, and I need to learn it better. But yeah, thank you very much. Good playing, Joseph. Another win. And yeah, hope to see you on Saturday. Thanks very much for joining, Joseph. Really appreciate it. Thanks for joining the stream, and thank you very much for joining the Simul. Fun stuff, really. So. Cool. Good luck. That is the first win of today, Joseph Florio. And thanks for playing. Okay, Raymond number 2. I think I've only lost one, so this is the second one. Raymond, good game. I'm resigning. Good game. Well played. Thanks for playing. Yeah, rematch on Saturday, but excellent game, Raymond. Well played, and yeah, good. Basically, good way to press that exchange advantage the whole time. Nicely done. Yeah, thanks, Raymond. Thanks for the game. Yeah, good luck. Thanks for joining the stream, Raymond. All right, see you later. See you later, Valor. Yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. Great game, and thanks very much for joining the stream. Okay, this one is interesting. Dan's game. All right. Okay. Uh, I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. I'm pretty cool. Yeah, it's all good. I honestly, I'm not taking anything too seriously. This is all just sort of for fun, so I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. The I don't. I mean, I don't know. These don't matter that much to me. I think my opponents beat me because my opponents played accurately and as a result beat me. That's probably the most parsimonious explanation, right? Is just they played better than I did, which is you know nah, nobody cheated. Nobody cheated. But yeah, it is the best. The best explanation is they played very accurately and won. That's what I think probably happened. If I was to investigate, I think probably people played correctly and beat me, which is not super surprising. That tends to happen. No, nobody thinks you cheated, King Cobra. Well played. Good game by everybody. And yeah, nobody cheated. And even if they did, it didn't matter. Who cares? But yeah, no. I nobody cheated, obviously. But yeah, I think they just all played accurately and won. That is the best. That's the easiest explanation. So, anyways, good games by everybody. Thanks everyone very much for playing. Yeah, well deserved win, Cobra. Well said. No, well said. Thank you very much for playing, Cobra. Nobody thinks you cheated. Everyone knows that you won, and nicely done. So, yeah. Let's see. This one's looking pretty bad. This game against Dan is pretty rough. Maybe this? I don't know. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do here. Uh, okay, D5 maybe. Hmm. Yeah, Fireplank I think is Fireplank's game I think is one. We'll take a look in a second. Yeah. All right. Good game, Fireplank. Good game. Good game. I don't think I have much play there. I was going for like some kind of perpetual or something, but yeah, you're much better. So, yeah, good playing, Fireplank. Thank you very much for joining. Thanks for playing the Simul, and I hope you can make the one on Saturday as well. Uh, um, yeah, good game. Good game, Fireplank for sure. Thanks for playing. Good game. Yeah, thanks for joining, King Cobra. Thanks for joining the stream. Lots of interesting games still going on. How many games do I have left? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, I think. About 15 games still going. So I better actually hurry up. I think knight to h3 looks good there. Okay. Trying to come up with something in that king and rook endgame too. Okay. Queen to h6. I think that's playable. I'm not 100% sure though. Oh, whoa. Okay, cool tactic by Dan. I'm not sure how to get out of this one. That was a really cool tactic. Let's just yeah, that was a good one. Oh, well, in any case, you ended up in a very interesting position. This h3 is pretty okay. Interesting. I wasn't sure because look, you've got some pretty good mating opportunities on the king file or on the rook file. Interesting. Huh. Okay. I mean, it played out interesting. I would have if you told me that was a tactic, I would have believed you. Yeah, see, like this looks fine. I don't know. I don't know. You're still better, I think, too. Aditya's game's looking solid. King Cobra also looking good. Okay, I don't know how to do that one. Whatever. Okay. I think I've got a minute though. I think I think if I take it to move 3, I'll be okay. All right, I'm gonna try that. I don't know. Okay, all right, I'll accept the draw, Dana. Dana, thanks very much for joining the stream. Very interesting game, and I feel very lucky to have gotten out of that with the draw. You would have won without the misclick. Good game. I got lucky. Thanks for that. So that's the first draw of today. Thanks very much for playing, Dan. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Queen to f6 maybe here. Dark Lakitu's game. All right. That threat on d5 is difficult to deal with. I guess I'll just do that. Whatever. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. Hey, thanks very much for the follow, and Anikit. Thank you very much for being here. Thanks for joining the stream. I don't have much of a I don't know the question coder. A few too many double negatives for me. Oh, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Well, what's the point of lying about your chess rating? I would take it the other direction. I'd be like, why would you want to lie about your chess rating? Anyways, I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. Can't answer any question about that. Huh. Good question, Dust. I don't think so. Check the schedule. The schedule is on the Discord. If anyone's interested in looking at the schedule for the week is on the Discord, and yeah, feel free to take a look. We have the last few weeks of schedule, so if you ever wonder about your game, you can always look at it. And yeah, so you should be able to answer based on that. I'm not sure. I don't know off the top of my head. But yeah, good question. Good question. Dusting, and yeah, super happy to try to help with that. But I checked the schedules because the schedules have everybody's game on there. So yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. Next Simul is Saturday at 3 p.m. EST. So just keep that in mind. If you guys want to rematch, next one is on Saturday, a few days from now. So feel free. That's the next good opportunity to get a game in. Awesome. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. Yeah, look forward to playing Unconquered. Thanks very much for joining. How many minutes? I've got like 14 minutes left. All right. It's kind of dangerous. Okay, cool. Yeah, good. Thanks for checking. Dusting. Yeah, I just wasn't sure. Yeah, these the schedule's pretty helpful, to be honest. Yeah, it's hard for me to. I can't memorize everybody's like game times or anything, but the schedule keeps track of everything. So if you're interested, you can always look on there. But yeah, thanks for sending it. Thanks for sending it. Look forward to getting to it, Dustin, for sure. Okay. How many games do you have left? Like 10? Just finishing up. Strong tactic. Let's see. Knight to... I guess rook to c8 is probably the best here. Rook to c8. Rook takes. I don't know. That tactic turned out interesting. Probably not very good. All right. Oh yeah, good question, Dustin. In endgames, you have move blindness. Yeah, Lauren talks about something that you can do in that situation, which is basically just to have like a very standard a standard method of looking over your moves. Basically double and triple checking. I think that's one of those things that can be really helpful in terms of making sure that you don't miss single move tactics. My strategy is basically just to go with really heavy tactical training. If you just do a lot of tactics, you just overall get a lot cleaner in terms of your tactical vision. That can also be really helpful. In generally it will be helpful. But yeah, I guess what I would say is that you basically have an opportunity to improve tactically. So yeah, lots of Puzzle Rush, Puzzle Storm. Those tend to be good options for you. So I'd go with those. Those end up being, that's I think your best chance of really improving those tactics. There might be other more kind of Zen ways to try to fix your tactical vision, but overall, I guess I would say, it's a lot of tactical study is something that you should be doing anyways. So yeah, if in that situation you end up, wow, I botched that one pretty badly. Interesting. Good game by Willem. Nicely played. Good game, Willem. Thank you very much for the game. Yeah, no, nicely played. Nicely played, Willem. Thanks for the game and thanks for playing. That I totally missed that tactic. That was pretty brutal. Nicely done. Good game. So yeah, thanks for playing, Will. Okay, this one looks more dangerous than... Yeah, this looks like I have to actually focus on this one too. Interesting game. Yeah, no, good game, Willem, for sure. Solid play and yeah, good tactic. Uh, I think King Cobra should be good. King Cobra's wondering if his position's good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Realistically, yes. Uh, Random question. Which would I prefer? King and both bishops or king and both knights and an unmoved pawn on the H? Uh, King and both bishops have better chances of mating in those two situations. So I guess I would say that the king and two bishops situation is probably better. Um, yeah, interesting question. But yeah, I would go with the two bishops in that situation. Uh, what time control would be best online for training? I guess I would say game in 30. Yeah, I mean if you play 30 if you play 30 delay 5 in open game wait, so you're saying you play both 30 delay 5 and 30 delay 5? It's up to you. It's hard to get very good long games online. That's the one thing that I would say. But yeah, you know, I guess I would say game in 30 is probably the best. But I'd mostly focus on at 1800, 1900. You know, you are sort of getting into a situation where you probably do want more well-rounded study. I guess I would say that probably, yeah. I mean, let's just think about this. This one is complicated too. I think it's rook here, right? Should be rook here. No, maybe not. I guess maybe I just go for Zugzwang here. This endgame position is actually kind of complicated. Kind of complicated. Okay, whatever. I'll just do it that way. That's fine. Uh, Interesting game. Maybe I'll get lucky on that one. Really use a good break on one or two of these games. Okay, bishop to f4 maybe? Or rook to... I guess rook probably to h... Rook to f3 looks the best for white in that situation. This one's going to trade off... Probably... Just wish I had more play on this game. Okay, whatever. I'll try it that way. Okay, bishop c2. Knight somewhere. Yeah, Robin Hood's game. Yeah, no problem. Next Simul Saturday at 3 p.m. EST. But yeah, hope you guys can all make it to Saturday's Simul. That's the next one. Okay. Yeah, the king is in dangerous territory. Yep. But I think you're okay, King. I think you're about to win the game. So you've got a pretty interesting. It's a pretty interesting situation, but I think you're overall still in pretty good shape. Good game, Alexandre. I got lucky. I got lucky in that one for sure. I got lucky in a bunch of them. Well, thanks for playing anyways, Alexandre. Thanks for making it. Yeah, good game, Alexandre. Thanks for being here. Yeah, no. Next Simul Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And King Cobra, I think I'm gonna resign this game. Good game, good playing, King Cobra. Nicely done. I'm hoping Saturdays is going to be even bigger, but I'm going to just resign this one. Nice. Thank you very much for playing, King Cobra. Thanks for being here. Fun stuff. Good game. I think. What am I? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do in Robin Hood's game either. I guess probably queen takes. Sure. All right, we're down to 6 games. 6 games, so not too much left. We're almost done with today. This has been a really good Simul. A lot of really interesting games. A lot of good plays from both sides, and yeah, some cool tactics, man. There are a few tactics. Maybe I'll go through and do a lesson based on some of the good tactics that people have had. Some really strong games overall, and yeah, a lot of fun. This is great. Yeah, D playing well. I don't know about that one. That one's tricky. Let's see. Rook to Rook here. I guess here, probably. Sure. Six games left. All right, 6 games, 6 games. Getting pretty close to the end here. Interesting. That happens, Robin Hood. Yeah, that definitely does happen. Those pre-moves, yeah, those pre-moves are dangerous for sure. Yeah, I know that feeling. I know that feeling pretty well. Happens a lot in 1-minute chess. I don't know. I'm probably lost on that one. Maybe bishop to d8. It happens to everyone, Coder, for sure. All right, good game, Robin Hood. Thank you very much for the game. Thanks for playing, and yeah, thanks for the 2 games, Robin Hood. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot for playing. Very interesting games. And yeah, we're getting pretty close to the finish here. We have Habibi, Aphelion, Dark Lakitu, and that's it. Oh, only four left. Cool. Uh, Interesting. Hey, I think this is the first time where it hasn't been my move on any of them. All right, Aphelion, congratulations on the win. Nicely done. Thanks very much for playing. Yeah, good game. 3 down to 3. Nicely played. Nicely played, Aphelion. Strong game. And yeah. Thanks. Thanks again. Thanks for playing in the Simul. And now we have. I think I can play Rook. This is the move that I wanted to play. Rook to C3 there. Is that good? I don't know. Not sure. Good game, Aphelion. Yeah, good tactic for sure, and a lot of interesting plays. Yeah, these have been really good games overall. Let me think about. I mean, I don't know how the last 3 are gonna finish, but it's been a great Simul. A lot of really strong games, a lot of interesting tactics, and like, yeah, these games were based out of E4 mostly. All right, here's Habibi's game. Here we go. Okay, Habibi getting his Habibi's getting his attack on the centralized king together. And this one, Aditya. Maybe bishop to D6. I don't know. Gotta watch out for some dangerous moves in that one too. 3 games left, 3 good games left. Ones that lasted a long time. They've been very competitive. That looks dangerous. That bishop to C4 move looks pretty scary. I don't know, bishop to D5. That looks interesting at least. Habibi taking his time and thinking about it. That's a good strategy. Not really, Aphelion. To be completely honest, I'm probably somewhere around 70, 75%. But I'm not 100% sure. I feel pretty good about it, actually. I feel like the games have been pretty good, so yeah. I don't know exactly, but I'll take a look in a minute, Aphelion. I'm definitely curious. I am curious about that. I'm not sure. Queen to F6, okay. Yeah, no, for sure. I can take a look. Um, I'll take a look in a second. I think the best way to check is through like my game history or whatever. I think the game history is probably the best way to do that. But yeah, the answer is probably yes. I think it should be over 5. Yeah, I'm just thinking just because. But yeah, I bet it's over. No, no worries. I bet it's over 5 though. I would be surprised if it wasn't. It's probably like 7. I was thinking queen to h8 there, but rook to d1 and my queen gets trapped. Oh, I totally missed that tactic. Uh, yeah, what was the score? What is the score, Aphelion? I am actually really curious. 6. Interesting. Yeah, that sounds about right. 6, and I probably played 24 games, so I think my 75% target is pretty reasonable. Yeah, thanks, Aphelion. Thank you very much for running the poll. I'm very curious about that. Uh, yeah, 5 losses met. No tragedy. There've been great games. A lot of really solid games by everybody. So yeah, fun Simul, good stuff. Yeah, and we can wrap the poll. Prediction result is 5 or more losses. Fair enough. All right, good game, Dark Lakitu. Thank you very much for playing. Thanks for the game. Interesting one. I seem to have good luck with that exchange. And yeah, 2 games left against Aditya and against Habibi. 2 very good games still in play, but we're getting close to the end. Yeah, good game. Good game. Sacred Axiom. Thank you very much for playing. Okay, now we have one of the 2 final games left. This is me and Habibi. Habibi has taken his time, which I think is a pretty good strategy. I think that's a pretty wise move. Two games left. 2 games left. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for setting that up, Felion. I don't know how to do that, to be completely honest. So thanks for your help with that. Let's see. This one, I feel like I should be able to get out of this. Yeah, no, those are cool. I like it. Yeah, totally. Rook's on g5, cool. All right, Habibi and Aditya. Aditya's got a pretty tough position. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to come up with anything to save this one. Maybe rook to d8, but I'm not sure. Bishop to f4, maybe? I don't know. Habibi's game too, also very interesting and really complicated tactics in Habibi's game. I don't know if I can play knight to h6. I want to play knight takes h6. I think I'm okay. I think I'll be all right. Yeah, knight takes h6. Okay. Queen to f7. We've got 2 games left. We've got Habibi and Aditya. All right, Aditya's game looking pretty challenging. All right, good game, Habibi. Thank you very much for challenge. Thank you very much for the game. Good game. And we've only got 1 left for today. This is Aditya's game. Aditya probably going to win. I think Aditya's got a pretty good. You're allowed to text while thinking. Yeah, sure, go ahead. This is yeah. This I think you've got a pretty good chance at this one. Let's really think this through, Aditya. I think you've got some pretty good chances on this. Final game of today. But yeah, very good games by everybody. Thank you all very much for being here. Really interesting, yeah, I appreciate it. So, yeah, some good tactical possibilities for Aditya, I think. This game was interesting. There were a lot of actually really complicated parts of this. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I should have been more willing to draw this. Like, I feel like in this situation, opposite colored bishops and a pawn up, like, maybe I should have just been a little bit more chill about this. Anyways, interesting game. Yeah. Good game overall. No, take your time. I'm just chilling. We've played a really interesting game, Aditya. Let's think about this. So, basically, I hung this pawn really early on, right? So that was pretty unhelpful for me, hanging the d5 pawn. But it happens. But yeah, White has a good position through pretty much all of this. Yeah, I basically think that with the and then the bishop pair for white as well. So yeah, pretty much down a pawn the whole game. It's a good learning experience. I shouldn't hang that pawn on d5. Dangerous. So anyways, very interesting game. So for anyone else who's interested, and for anyone else who's here, next Simul is at 3 p.m. EST on Saturday. And yeah, I hope you guys can make it. It's game in 90 plus 60-second increment, and yeah, it should be good. Game in 90 plus 60 seconds. Good stuff. This is funny. So yeah, strong games, strong ideas. All right, so a D is game. All right, king to h5 by Aditya. Okay, so what are my choices here? Fair enough. I think you've got this one, Aditya. Just pretty sure you do. So yeah, so the next simul is at 3 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday. That's in about 4 days from now. Yeah, I hope you guys can all make it. I think we're gonna try game in 90 plus 60 again. We had about 50. We had a 50 plus players last time. I thought that was great. But yeah, game in 90 plus 60 should be a good tournament. And yeah, I hope y'all can make it. Here we go. Rook to d8. I will try here, and let's see how this finishes out. Yep, that looks pretty good. Yeah, I think that should win. All right, good game, Aditya. Thank you very much for playing. Thanks everyone very much for playing. Thank you all very much for joining the stream. This was a lot of fun. Yeah, so the next Simul is Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope you guys can make it. The last one had over 50 people. We'll see how many on this one. And this one was about 25. If I'm still streaming, do you want to analyze it together? I got to be pretty quick. I have some other stuff that I need to do today, to be completely honest. I'm happy to go over it really quick, Aditya, but yeah, let's look. So, I think that basically, honestly, in this game, I think this game was pretty much in White's control by the time of. Yeah, if you can yeah, thanks for the game. Thanks for the game chamber. I think that the main issue here was Black's play here, and I think after this, White played pretty cleanly in order to win this. I would take a look at it with the engine analysis, but yeah, if you can send it on the Discord chamber, I have other things that I sort of need to get started on today. But yeah, I think overall my best chances were to draw. But yeah, you played well. You got good tactics going, and yeah, it ended up being a very good win for White. So yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks for the game idea. Thank you very much for playing, and yeah, next stream is at 9:35 p.m. Eastern tonight. I hope you all can make it, and thank you all very much for playing today. Thanks. This is a fun Simul. Thanks everyone for joining. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you very much, and yeah, see you later. Thank you. Bye.